Happy fall, y'all. I am so excited. It is officially fall. The weather has been slightly cooler and I am all about it. And my mother and I have a tradition every fall. We bring out the candy corn and peanuts. And if you haven't tried candy corn and peanuts, y'all are missing out. This is just amazing. I got this little container at the Dollar Tree. I bought one little bag of candy corn, one of the Dollar Tree peanuts. I put it in this and mixed it up, and it is absolutely a delightful fall treat. Little sweet, little salty. You just can't beat it. About 3 years ago, I started incorporating crows into my fall decor. I decorate for Fall-O-Ween, and so this makes it just a very easy transition. My father passed away 3 years ago, and he was a scholar, he was a preacher, he was a pastor, he was a teacher, and a very brilliant man. However, a lot of people that knew him are not aware that he had a very special skill. He could call a crow down from the sky in his vicinity, almost on my grandfather's cap one time, and he was just magnificent at it. He could sound just like a crow. One of my favorite childhood memories is when he would just tip his head back and start cawing, and the crows would just start circling. If you don't know anything about crows, let me give you just a quick little lesson. They are intelligent creatures. They are communal creatures. They have funerals for their dead. They mourn the loss of one of their community members, their family members, and they like to gossip. If they do not like you, they do not like you for life. They will gossip among themselves and raise their young to not like you either. Lesson learned, don't tick off a crow, because you're going to be their enemy for life. I started incorporating crows into my fall decor as a memory to my father. When I see one, I always think of my daddy. That being said, come craft with me. I'm going to start my project out with the 3-piece brass wreath ring set from the Dollar Tree. I laid it out on a flat surface and then took E6000 in black. I usually buy black, and started attaching the two pieces together. I made sure that I had a very good amount of the E6000 on the inside of the rings as I put them together, and then I went over the top of them with some more E6000 and then laid it out to dry overnight. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell as well so that you know when I've uploaded my next video, and let's just get to crafting. I had picked up this light bulb, this solar hanging light bulb at Dollar Tree back in the springtime. The socket part was a silver color. I wanted to change that, make it a little bit more fallish, and so I went over it with some Waverly chalk paint in the color of ink, and I painted the entire socket with the paint. I used chalk paint so that I wouldn't have to put on as many coats. I only put one coat of paint on this little socket part. It is plastic. Acrylic paint will work. You're just going to have to put on more coats. And then once that was painted, I wanted to attach the crows with some hot glue, so I put some hot glue on its little underbelly. I purchased my crows at Michael's, and I believe that they were $2.99 with the 40% off for a pack of 3. And I attached that to the brass ring and then added some more hot glue and started putting in a little bit of Spanish moss. I love adding Spanish moss to my fall projects. It just gives it a little bit of a rustic charm, and if you are wanting a more Fall-O-Ween vibe, then it just adds a special layer of spooky to your Fall-O-Ween project. I put a good amount of hot glue on the metal wreath ring because sometimes hot glue and metal, they just don't marry well. But there's a little coating on the rabbit ear brass wreath ring, and so that coating allowed the hot glue to adhere very well. I just added my crows in the 3 levels of the brass wreath form at different angles, and added in my Spanish moss where I thought it needed just a little bit extra, so the crows looked as if they were sitting on a very nice, comfy nest. This is a very easy and budget-friendly DIY that you can add to your Fall-O-Ween decor, your fall decor, and it is very high-end looking. It also doesn't break the bank. I have around $7 in the materials to make this project. It is so simple, it's so easy, and yet it's really cool looking. I attached my light bulb, my solar light bulb, with a tiny little zip tie. I buy them at Dollar Tree when they have them in a pack of 100. I believe there's black, red, and gray, all different sizes, and I attached that to my light bulb and made sure it was nice and secure around the light bulb hanger and around my little brass wreath form. Do y'all ever get your zip ties upside down and backwards? Because I do, and then I have to flip them around and make sure that they are in the right direction. It's maddening. I do it all the time. Once I had that secure, then I just cut off the remaining piece of the zip tie and made sure that it was very nice and tight. I added some hot glue to the beak of my little crow and then attached my light bulb to that so that it looked like my crow had the light bulb hanger in its beak. I held it until the hot glue had dried, and then I thought it needed just a little bit of Spanish moss, just a little bit extra, and so I ran a little bead of hot glue around the wreath form on the other side and added in a little bit more of the Spanish moss. I didn't want to add too much because I did not want it dropping all over the floor, and I wanted it to stay a little bit tidy because Spanish moss is messy. Once I had all of the moss put in, then I decided that it was time to add a hanger to my project. So up at the very top of the first brass ring, I put some leftover jute rope that I had. I tied that in a knot, just a big, messy, fat knot, and then I secured the location with a little bit of hot glue. I did take the ends of the jute rope and I frayed it out so that it would have a rustic look to it. And if you want to hang this from a plant hanger or from a wall hook, a wall shelf, then it's perfect for that. It is so versatile. It goes with so many decor styles, and I thought for such a budget-friendly DIY and a very simple project, any skill set could do this, that it turned out absolutely adorable. I chose to hang mine in my front window so that when I had it on, it would be powered up during the day, and then it would have a nice cozy glow of an evening time. I caught pictures of it at different times of the day, and here it is all lit up, and it is absolutely delightful. I love my crows in my Fall-O-Ween decor, and I am in love with this project.
So if you liked what you've seen, don't forget to like this video. Also, share it. Let everybody know I am trying to grow this channel. I craft for work and for home on a budget, and I enjoy sharing the things that I do with y'all. Thank you for watching Crafts, Laughs, and Chaos.